Stop scrolling. This isn't rage bait. This is real. A 37-year-old woman is dead after being shot multiple times in the head by federal immigration agents during an enforcement operation. That is not an opinion, that is a fact. What we know is this: federal agents surrounded her vehicle. Shots were fired. She died at the scene or shortly after. What we do not have is a final, independent ruling that proves she posed a lethal threat at the moment she was killed. Authorities claim the shooting was self-defense. Eyewitness footage and bystander video have raised serious questions about that claim. That's the problem, because when the state uses deadly force, the burden of proof is on the state, not on a dead civilian who can no longer defend herself. This wasn't a battlefield. This wasn't a hostage rescue. This was a civilian law enforcement operation. And when federal agencies act first and explain later, trust collapses. Here's what this might lead to, and none of it is good. More militarized policing, more fear during routine enforcement, more civilians treating officers as threats, and officers treating civilians the same way. That's how societies slide from law enforcement to occupation logic. Democracy doesn't die in one dramatic moment. It dies when lethal force becomes procedural, when accountability becomes optional, when we're investigating ourselves is supposed to calm the public. If the shooting was justified, it must be proven, transparently, independently, and publicly. If it was not, consequences must follow, all the way up the chain of command. Because when the state can kill first and explain later, everyone is at risk, not just migrants, not just minorities, everyone. This is not anti-police, this is pro-law, and law without accountability is just power with a badge. If this made you uncomfortable, good, it should. Now don't just watch. Think, question, share.